Hi, my name is Sara Bertini, and I'm doing my presentation on Javier Reyes and David Gilmour today. David Gilmour was most commonly known as the lead guitarist of a very popular band called Pink Floyd. He created the album The Dark Side of the Moon, which was the third most successful album of all time. His style of guitar playing can be described as a type of blues rock and ambient guitar type of sound. A lot of his songs are described as psychedelic sounding, especially in his Dark Side of the Moon album. Some of the most commonly known songs in that album are Time and Breathe in the Air. Those are two of my personal favorites. He's also famously known for using his black Strat, which is his black Fender Stratocaster electric guitar. It's been used on all of his albums throughout the 70s and played a huge role in his timeless riffs and solos throughout his entire career. So it was used both in his main band Pink Floyd, but also his solo work as well. He has a very distinct sound that is well known for combining reverb, delay, and a very specific use of pedals and fuzz that give his music the category of psychedelic rock. Over here we have an example of a very popular song that summarizes his entire style. So as you can hear, his sound is very clear against the background, like a more complex sound in comparison to the long drone kind of echoic background sound. Just keep that in mind. And then some continued facts about him. He had a huge impact on psychedelic rock as a whole, and just rock and roll in general, with countless achievements over the years. So his first and second solo albums charted in both the UK and the US. I believe his first album charted at #1 on both sides of the Atlantic, with tours selling out at every single location. He's also inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he was voted the best Fender guitar player ever. And his third solo album charted in the UK at #1 again, and he received several different awards honoring his achievements in guitar. And then next we have Javier Reyes. He's a lesser known singer, but he's the lead singer of a lesser known, commonly known band, Post Animal. He is also one of the secondary guitarists for a much more commonly known current band, Joe. He, aside from his commitments to his bands, he also has a solo career. He has two solo albums and several singles and EPs released. He has a very unique tone to his music. He combines pop and psychedelic rock to kind of give it his own twist, and he uses a lot more pop in his solo music and rock in Joe and Post Animal. His psychedelic echoic sound is unique, but is also very clear that it's influenced by the sounds of David Gilmour, as you can hear in these clips I'm about to play for you. Okay, so as you can hear in both of those clips, they have very different sounds, but they are very similar to what David Gilmour plays. They have a slower, more it hits you more in the heart, and it's more psychedelic and slow. So you can definitely tell that there was some influence there with those. So after listening to both clips, as I said, it's very clear that Javier Reyes incorporated a lot of Gilmour's elements into his own music. Reyes also uses a Fender Stratocaster in his music, replicating his Gilmour's clear, smooth guitar sound, which contrasts to a more complex, echoic background. And overall, both artists make great unique sounds, with Javier carrying on the legacy of David Gilmour with his own twist. Just another side note, I actually reached out to him on Instagram, telling him about my presentation, because I've met him a couple times and I've been to like his shows before, and he did say that he listened to Gilmore a lot as a kid, and it heavily influenced his music that he makes today. And here's some pictures from when I met him.